Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave your thoughts in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. And last night in the early hours of the morning UK time, Chelsea finally got their pre-season campaign underway against League Two Wrexham over in the States, and a resounding 5-0 win. Yes, you're not hearing things, guys. 5-0. Chelsea scored 5 goals and won a game of football. Yes, it's against League Two Wrexham, but we've got to enjoy these moments. We've got to celebrate them because, let's be honest, it's been a while since I've said Chelsea have won a game. It's been a while since I've said that we scored 5 goals. It's been a while since we've kept a clean sheet. So, yeah, we've got to keep our feet on the ground, but we've got to enjoy these moments as well. The Pochettino reign getting off to a winning start, which is really important. Some decent performances from some youngsters. Great to see some new faces. Good to see Christopher Nkunku getting his first goal. 2 assists for Nicholas Jackson. Maatsen at the double as well, playing in a slightly more advanced wing position than he normally does. Conor Gallagher on the score sheet as well, alongside Ben Chilwell as well. So, yeah, some real positives there. We got to see the sign of some new youngsters as well. Angelo Gabriel looked decent. A great pass for Ben Chilwell for the 5th goal right at the end. Obviously, we saw Diego Moreira, the guy that we signed from Benfica, who's playing in the Benfica B team last season. Didn't look amazing, but yeah, it's early days still. A lot of players to assess, but there were some real bright moments on show from Chelsea last night, and lots to build upon moving forwards. But obviously, we're fully aware there's going to be a lot tougher tests ahead of us. But let's just get into the starting lineup. The average age of the lineup last night was just touch over 19 years old, which is kind of mad. Really, really young. I mean, look at me and the gaffer, same top on as well. Didn't realize that was going to be a thing. But yeah, this was the lineup last night, a 4-2-3-1. Coming in goal, Gusto, Chalobah, Humphries and Cucurella as the back four. A 2-man midfield of Casadei and Andre Santos. And then we had Chukwuemeka playing in the 10 with Moreira and Maatsen flanking him either side, with Nicholas Jackson up front. So, yeah, of course, people wondering where the likes of Colwell was, Mudryk, Enzo, and Madueke, etc. They weren't involved in this game because, obviously, they joined up late for pre-season, obviously European under-21s, and I'm not sure why. Maybe Enzo had an extended holiday or something along those lines. So they weren't involved in this game. So, as I said, it was an opportunity for a lot of players to impress, with a chance for Bashir Humphries, a debut for Gusto, a debut for Casadei and Santos, Moreira, and obviously for Ian Maatsen as well. So, yeah, that was the lineup, a 4-2-3-1 system. And actually, do you know what? The first half was really quite good. And, Chelsea got off to a brilliant start in terms of inside the first 3 minutes. Maatsen scoring a great goal. Nice play from Jackson. Good hold-up play. Plays in Maatsen, who applies a really good finish. And inside 3 minutes, we're off the mark with a fantastic goal. And in terms of Ian Maatsen, it really is great to see from his perspective. Obviously someone that has been at Chelsea for a long time. He's typically a left back, but obviously, as I said, Pochettino moved him higher up the pitch to a left wing role. And this is only actually his second appearance for the club. And you could say it was an inspired decision from Pochettino. It is only Wrexham, but, Maatsen most certainly took his chance. As I said, opening and scoring in the 3rd minute, nice slotted first-time finish. And then he moved in from the left flank to score his second. And again, another nice bit of a give and go with Nicholas Jackson, who actually, his hold-up play and his link-up play looked really promising in that first 45 minutes that he had on the pitch. So, yeah, I think he suits the attacking third of the pitch for sure. I'm not saying that, Maatsen is the answer to play further up the pitch, and maybe we could use him as a 4th winger option instead of signing someone. I'm not saying that at all, but he certainly made the most of it. It looks like it suits him better. Yes, it's only one game against Wrexham and it's a small sample size, but, he showed it at Burnley last season as well. He operates really well in that attacking third of the pitch, but whether he stays at Stamford Bridge or not and plays a role this season remains to be seen. I think he could be in and amongst the first team squad for sure, but yeah, it's obviously going to be a tricky one for him if Cucurella stays, which it looks like. I don't see how there's going to be too many minutes for him. But if Lewis Hall goes on loan, maybe he sticks around, maybe he plays further up the pitch. Let's wait and see. But he was a real positive, and he definitely seized his chance. There's no two ways about it on that one. I think, again, another player that impressed me was Nicholas Jackson. As I touched upon, 2 assists, good link-up play, good hold-up play. I'd really like to see him play with Nkunku against Brighton at the weekend, see how those two link up, because it looks like those two will probably be the starting centre forward and number 10 position for the game against Liverpool. I think it looks like that at this point in time. But yeah, Jackson was impressive in that first 45 minutes as well. I mean, look, I want to give a little honourable mention to Casadei and Andre Santos. I thought they were both superb last night. And the fact that Pochettino didn't sub them off at half-time. And again, it's really good from Poch's side not to see 11 changes at half-time. He made 6 changes at the break. But I think you can tell with the likes of Santos and Casadei being left on, he wanted to take a bit more of a closer look at them. And I thought Andre Santos did really well, playing in that midfield pivot. I did think he was really good. I felt he held his own. There were encouraging signs from him. He was disciplined in that defensive midfield role. He wasn't shy to get on the ball either and tried to dictate the play as well, which I think is really good qualities in him. We saw in the open training session that Poch was working with Santos on his positional play as well. And to me, I think he responded well to what was asked of him. And it's looking like this could be a very good bit of business bringing Andre Santos to the club. So yeah, a real promising start for him. Again, with Cesare Casadei as well. He also took his opportunity in the middle of the park. And, similar to Ruben Loftus-Cheek in a sense, where he showed his physicality, strength, power, driving forward with the ball, and a fantastic pass for Christopher Nkunku for his goal as well. So yeah, really, really promising stuff from him. But again, it's going to be unclear how much he's involved. Leicester want him on loan. I think there's suitors from Serie A as well. So if he continues to impress in pre-season, he could well get an opportunity also. But yeah, look, really promising from those two guys. Look, and I think just an overall a good performance. I'm impressed with Pochettino and how he managed things. But I think what is clear though, guys, is that he's going to need patience and he's going to need time as well. So many players that he needs to assess still. And what a mad thing is, I've seen a stat on Twitter that only 5 of the starting lineup had ever actually played for Chelsea before playing in this game. There's been a massive overhaul this summer, as we already know. 13 players have departed. 6 new faces have come in, but of those 6, only 1 is really for the first team, and Nicholas Jackson. Only 6 midfielders as well, guys, travelling to the States. So that was also a problem. But, Santos, Gallagher and Enzo Fernandez at this point in time look the most likely starters in midfield. But yeah, he just needs patience and players. But yeah, I was really impressed with how he did. I also feel that it was really important that Christopher Nkunku got off the mark. They both looked really bright, him and Jackson. I think the way that Jackson's pace as well is mad, particularly for that first goal. He just left the Wrexham defender for dead to tee up Maatsen. Nkunku, again, initially Nkunku did struggle to get into the game, but he showed his clinical touch on the ball when given the chance, rounded a keeper, smashing in that 4th goal late on. So I just feel that, it's been a while since we've had something positive to talk about at Chelsea. It's a good start. I'm fully aware it is only Wrexham, but at the same time, you've got to celebrate those small wins. You've got to take those small building blocks, brick by brick. We've got to build these players up. A lot of youngsters tonight, as I said. I'll expect a few more senior players to be involved as we move forward. I was surprised that Thiago Silva was left on the bench this game. Maybe he wasn't fit. Maybe the plan was not to use him in this game at all. Anyway, I'm not really too sure on that front. Hopefully, we'll see the likes of Colwell, Mudryk, Madueke, Enzo Fernandez as well in the game against Brighton. But from what we saw last night, some real positives. The first half was much better than the second half. A slight formation change in the second half slowed things down. We got a flurry of goals towards the end with our quality telling. But yeah, I was pleased to see Angelo Gabriel, my first time seeing him play. And as I said earlier, a great assist for Chilwell. Be interesting to see how his development is managed moving forwards as well. But overall, a real evening of positives for Chelsea. Lots to take forward. A great start for Pochettino. And we can move forward to Saturday, get some more good training in the legs between now and then. It's not really that long to go, actually, really, before we do play Brighton. But, get another couple of sessions under our belt, work on a few more things. And I think there is reason to be excited heading into this season for sure. But again, you've got 4 tough games coming up. We've got Brighton, Fulham, Newcastle, and Borussia Dortmund as well to round the tour out. So whilst this has been a good start, there's going to be far tougher tests in store for us. So yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on the Wrexham game. Lots to be excited about, lots to be positive about, but we do need to firmly keep our feet on the ground. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video, guys. Make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you again in another video soon. Up the Chelsea, and peace out, guys.